The special duty assignment as a Naval Corrections Specialist remains a critical job, ensuring naval brigs are ran with good order and discipline. Good judgment, interpersonal skills, a sense of authority, and a little compassion are exercised when assigned at a naval correctional facility. Leaders are refined and forged to not only perform at their best within the corrections environment, but also to take these learned skills back to the fleet. Sailors approaching time for orders that want to step out of the normal rotation of ship to shore may find that Naval Corrections fulfills the diverse leadership that all seek to not only build upon their careers, but also serve in a rewarding capacity in a special duty billet. Serving in a supportive joint service environment, providing holistic, rehabilitative, restorative, and hopeful process to confined service members is the core of what Naval Corrections Specialists do day in and day out.
So it's all about professionalism. The leadership ethic that we hold here within the command revolves around the way we carry ourselves in our mission, how we own what we do. Nobody here is a corrections specialist by trade. We pick up what it means to be a correctional specialist in the Navy here at the brig. And so we train and we maintain a professional atmosphere here in order to maintain security, which is first and foremost our mission, and then maintain a safety also here so that we can adequately train and carry out our mission in the most effective manner.
Corrections specialists that come here, we are here to ensure that they're safe while they're here. That is the safety and security of this facility, of the staff here, of the prisoners, so that they can have the time to rehabilitate and be ready to go back out to the world.
It's challenging, but it's worth it. It is a very unique leadership challenge, but once you learn the ins and outs of everything, hands down, very, very awesome billet.
Facility manager and a maintenance officer, I have numerous sailors that are under me that have different rates. I have machinist mates, I have electricians, I even have bosun mates. And they all come back to our facility department and they learn a lot of different traits and responsibilities. They actually have a lot of opportunities to get certifications back here and so forth, teach prisoners those certifications or get the prisoner certifications, and so they can progress when they leave out of here.
Corrections specialists work to provide a safe, humane, and orderly custody of confined service members. Facilitating corrections treatments like counseling management, training, vocational employment, and rehabilitation are the many responsibilities corrections specialists hold as a vital part of the correction facilities.
Now, if you would have told me 15 years ago when I joined the Navy I was going to be a corrections officer, in 15 years I would have said there's no way. To grow and kind of get out of my comfort zone and continue to challenge myself. So that's what kind of attracted me to this billet. That and the location. Charleston's a beautiful city, so whenever they said Charleston was available, I was like, definitely.
So it's been a challenge. Every branch is different in how they do things, but I've also learned so much about the other branches and how they work. I really like how the Navy does their ceremonial things around how they leave the brig, how they come to the brig, how they re-enlist. It's very different from the Air Force and just more traditional, and I like that a lot.
Well, being in a joint environment, honestly, I've been in joint environments before. I've worked with the Marine Corps as an RP. We get a chance to go with the Marine. But being around other branches, as far as you have the Coast Guard here, you have Coast Guard personnel, you have Air Force, you have all different types of people. And I say this, you have all different types of people on both sides, people who are here in the prison and then people on the outside. But working in a joint environment, it's actually fun. And fun in the sense of you see how everybody kind of does their thing on their side of the house as far as Army, how they interact with each other. But then we're also, at the end of the day, we're one big family because usually we'll come together, especially when it comes to PT and stuff like that. And
what helps with me is seeing the different sides. So Marine Corps Corrections is a little bit different than Naval Corrections. Naval Corrections primarily focuses on rehabilitation, primarily looking out for the unit team manager concept, the unit team. So being joint lets me experience both sides of the Marine Corps Corrections and then also Naval Corrections.
It brings new looks on old things. No, not one of us see things the same way. Many of us have more experience than others, whether in this field or another, and we all bring that to the table. So you're always learning something new every day.
Well, coming from a military Army post and an Army correctional, essentially in everything, it will be like a new side of things. I mean, I have learned a lot from the sailors, the same way they did learn from me. I have teach them a lot of new stuff that they didn't know based on the different regulations, but it has been an interesting experience.
The individuals that are stationed here and take this special duty assignment on need to understand that what they're doing is no small task. They're not just posted in a housing unit for 12 hours. They have direct impacts on these individuals that are eventually going to get released to society. So what they do on a day-to-day basis matters.
What I've tried to stress here as a commanding officer for the brig is ownership in the mission. That we're in the people business, so this is all about communicating. It doesn't matter just what you say, it matters how you say it.
Eye-opening experience as far as maturity goes. So, you know, to come here, you really want the best and brightest and the most mature people. You're going to find out really quick some things about yourself and some things about your coworkers the second, you know, you get put into an awkward situation that you don't want to be in here. Because you're never going to have, you know, a solid day with everybody that's pleasant. You're going to have to tell a prisoner, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. You need to stop doing this or stop doing that. And you're never always going to get the response, you know, yes, chief, yes, petty officer, yes, sergeant. Sometimes you're going to have those moments where people challenge you.
In special duty assignment as wardens of military justice, Naval Corrections specialists not only act as facilitators of good order and discipline, but also provide compassion and a sense of hope. The corrections environment holds to Navy core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and seeks the diverse and motivated professionals from the fleet who are willing to step out of self and step into serving as a Naval Corrections Specialist. For more information on becoming a Naval Corrections Specialist, scan the QR code now.